Good morning. I'll be as brief as possible. I want to take this opportunity to thank Waziri for taking his time to visit Migori, to listen to the opinions of the people. Wanasema tusikize ground. This is now the ground, Waziri, that you want to listen, and I believe you'll take the feedback back on privatization. Sorry. I will not dwell much on it because a lot has been said by my colleagues. Just like what a comrade said here, you take a learner to a private school with an aim of getting quality education. And that is why we are now privatizing our parastatals and the sectors, so that whatever the company was not able to produce, now the private partners or the private organization can now generate more income. Omamba has given a very good example in Sony. The production in Sony is now at par. Farmers are now being paid in time. The work is in progress, but there are challenges. So these are the challenges that, Waziri, we are calling you to come and help us address. Anything that has a merit must also have a demerit. So we will not only celebrate the privatization of these institutions, but we also have to look keenly into the demerits. If the demerits supersede merits, then we'll have the way, the other option to take. But I believe what you are doing as a FCPA, you've analyzed it, you've gone through it, and you understand it better. Finally, because I don't want to exhaust much, let us look into our education sectors. And I've heard what our comrades, our learners have brought here. It's a concern. Waziri, I was in Kisumu Poly a week ago. It's terrible. The learners there are crying. The HELB is not coming. The scholars were, the budget for the scholarship, I'm told, was reduced to 0. And so these learners are suffering. Like now, they are saying close to a financial year, they have not remitted the HELB loan or the scholarship. Watoto wanahangaika, most of them are home, and it's so frustrating. And I believe with your capability, you are going to do much. Thank you for supporting Migori, for supporting the Luos, for supporting the entire country, and continue the same spirit. Someone said here that he's confirming, affirming, and reaffirming that they'll support you. And he said they'll do everything with you except sleeping. With us, we live and sleep with you so long as it benefits the people. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Mheshimiwa Osewe, 1 minute. Owacho kosoko wacho. Uketa ni sleeping, uparo sleeping.
Thank you, Majority Leader. Thank you, Honorable Waziri. My name is Honorable Osewe. And I just have 2 issues, Waziri, on issues of privatization. Number 1 is the concern on the possibility of creation of local monopolies. We've seen this with the sugar industry. For instance, if you haven't watched, please go and watch Morara Kebaso's presentation on the companies that were shortlisted for sugar industries, where you get a company A having shareholders A and B, A1 and B. When you look at the shareholding for company B, you still refer back to company A, where you have one sugar company being owned by just probably, 4 sugar companies being owned by just one private sector company. That is an issue that is of concern to us, and as the people of Migori would probably want to know how then we can benefit out of this. Number 2, I know with privatization comes with the issues of offloading of job opportunities, especially for the current job holders. As a youth and a member of County Assembly, we just needed to have an assurance from you that as you offload the older job groups or the old opportunities or those companies, the new opportunities that come, can you ensure that, number 1, at least we look at the age limit, so that we don't have people who are 60 and above who have met the age retirement groups then being reabsorbed? Of course, I know there's the need for institutional memory and all that, but majority of those opportunities must be created for the youth of this country. Number 3, Waziri, I was just making notes. There's a new baby in the block, the National Infrastructure Fund. This new baby in the block, Waziri, I hope and I believe that with it comes consultancy services, with it comes new job opportunities. Kindly, I know you come from Homa Bay, but as you've always said, Migori County is like your home. Kindly, we want to urge that as you live here, you can be assured, or we can be assured, that majority of those jobs, majority of those services, as we create the new infrastructure fund, then therefore we can have our people represented. Last but not least, Waziri, there's the issue of public participation, and I was just wondering aloud. I have been enjoying the Court of Appeal judges' interviews. There's the issue of the Supreme Court decision on public participation, and whether our views here would then be taken, and to what effect they would either change or influence the privatization issue. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mheshimiwa.